Do you know anything about this Britney Spears stuff with this whole conservator thing?
So when you say conservative,
Conservator.
okay, never mind.
Okay. So 13 years ago, she had this mental breakdown,
Right.
and just a lot of stuff going through with like the media and shit. The lady, I don't know if you ever watched this young lady on the Wine and Chill thing. She's like an ex celebrity lawyer. She talks about stuff. She
No.
says she thinks it's like postpartum depression is what she was going through. But anyway, when that happened, her father got control over her life. So there have been like cries for help where it's just like she's not just allowed to do anything. Like they don't allow her to drive a car. She can't make doctor's appointments.
Explain what is a conservative is.
A conservator is somebody like if you are deemed that you don't have any control over your life, it's the person that controls your life.
Yeah.
So like Amanda Bynes is another person. She has a conservator. Where it's just like, yo, you out here wilding, and pretty much your family is like, hey, you just don't. So like, there's someone that legally controls everything you do.
Okay.
So like for her dad is her conservator. They've called. There's been numerous times where she's cried out for help or something like that. But you can tell like they sort of just like try to hide it. But
Yeah.
in 2018, I guess it just hit the fan, and like they made her go on tour, and she just wasn't ready to go on tour.
Yeah.
So there was one instance they said she choreographed a dance for 20 dancers and everyone got it, but like one of the managers, someone else wanted to add something to the dance, and she was like no. So they went to a room, got her psychiatrist, and like said okay she's tripping, and like the psychiatrist gave her lithium, and I guess lithium makes it like she feels drunk and everything, and she just didn't have any control. And like there were stories about like them forcing her to get undressed in a room full of people and like it's just a lot of sick things. And first and foremost, like I feel like as a person, if you can physically say no, I want control of my life, no one else should be able to control your life as an adult. You know, like if you mess up, you mess up, and if it's something serious, you go to jail for it. Some, you know what I'm saying? But like, no one should be able to say no. I own you as an adult. You know,
Yeah. That's crazy in a sense. Like,
the things I'm hearing, like it, she makes it that her dad is just, it's like he finds joy in it, where it's like I control this money grab.
Didn't her dad name his daughter after her?
Yeah, after
After
him.
him?
Yeah, Jamie Lynn.
Why would you?
But it's just the dad seems like a real jerk. But I guess what were you going to say about it?
Um, it's pretty much giving away somebody free will.
Yeah,
Like you give somebody free will away. So pretty much, y'all scared of robots, but I'll be more scared of somebody doing this to me
yeah,
because I have no say so over nothing.
yeah,
So if I want to have like, or if I want to go outside and ride a bike, I'll have to ask permission.
yeah, exactly. Like she can't drive a car. She
And
can't make a doctor's appointment. She can't do anything. Like
you're 30 something years old. Like that should not. Like I can see if they're in the 60s, but at a certain point, we just gotta let people fuck up their lives. They
yeah,
don't fuck it up.
yeah, and that's the harsh reality. Yeah, like Amanda Bond, she was going like she was wilding. So like I understand why her family was like, whoa, let me step in. But still, it's like that's her life. You know what I'm saying? That's her life. Like for you to control that is wild. But I have a wrench to throw in this that I think a lot of people who are so quick to like be free Britney, like yeah, I'm down for that. But her father in their camp is saying she has dementia. Where if those who don't know, it's like a mental injury where it's just like it affects your memory. It just affects like your thinking. Like that's not a small thing just to dismiss. So even though there are people saying that they think he's lying, for the court to agree with it and everything, I'm pretty sure there has to be some type of medical backing for this.
Yeah.
So if that is true, for me knowing, I have family members and they had passed away who had dementia. I can actually see how some of these stories that Britney is telling may be a little fabricated.
Yeah, it could be. Some of them could be.
Like it sucks to say because it's like, yeah, like I feel she does this, like she has the right, like, yo, like control your own life. But I'm just saying, like, for my great grandmother, I remember I went to get her trash one time, and she's like just crying because she's saying they all left me. I wanted to go to the store, but they wouldn't let me, and like just crying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I later find out they was like, no, they kept asking, hey, do you want to go? Hey, do you want to go? But she was just saying stuff like, no, like you have to beg me if you want me to go. Like it's just how she was explaining it. It's not how it happened. And I have another grandmother. She calls my mother's like brothers that live across the country, and like they will call them, like sort of like putting like a panic in their head. But now they've learned to call my mom first because like she has dementia. My grandma has dementia.
Yeah.
So it's just me seeing that stuff. When I hear that about Britney Spears, I'm like, if that is true, what, you know what I'm saying? Like it's sort of that's when it gets tricky.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't, like, at the same time, I don't think she's young enough to get it.
Young enough? You mean old enough?
Yeah, old enough to get it. I don't
Well-
think she's old enough to get it. And two, they don't go as that far as like, oh, you can't ride with somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do this.
Well, definitely, I feel her situation is pretty much like they are treating her like a straight up slave.
Limited free will.
Yeah, they are treating her like a straight up slave, and that's the sick part.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, well, I think her father said it was the early things of dementia. Like she's going to get dementia. So I don't know the details down.
Her father probably gonna be dead by the time.
Yeah, I know. But it's just, I wonder just say like if she does have dementia though, it's like I think she still does need somebody.
Yeah.
So there, it's just that not her father, because clearly like this shit's crazy. Like
Yeah, it's not her father, and it shouldn't be nobody that's gonna catch her. What's calling? They're gonna get profit out of her.
Yeah.
Off her what's calling? Off her
Name. Yeah.
Cause she did a whole bunch of stunts. She did a whole bunch of like, what's calling? Residencies at Vegas and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So like, okay, she can do that, but she can't take care of her own life.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is with the tour, they said she didn't want to do a tour. She says, "Y'all, I'm just coming off all these Vegas shows. Like I'm exhausted. Like y'all." But I don't know. Like it's just, I feel like I definitely feel for her. And like that's something that we don't in the black community. We see it more with like grandparents. Like you see like kids and stuff control their grandparents and stuff after a certain while. But like seeing it the other way around is just like
weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. But like I said, I'm down with the whole Free Britney thing. 'Cause that shit is crazy, yo. That shit is so crazy.